Dave Koz just puts you in such a great mood. He's platinum-selling saxophonist. He's racked up 9 Grammy nominations, 12 #1 albums. He celebrated his 30th anniversary as a recording artist last year with the release of A New Day, his first album of original material in 10 years, and his 20th overall album.
Dave Koz and Friends Summer Horns 2021 is his latest tour, with a show this week at the Palladium in Times Square. And Dave joins us this morning.
Hi, nice to have you back on Good Day.
Thank you, guys. Good morning. And can you get me a seat on that flight, on that zero-G flight? I'm going.
Dave, I think it would be great. I think we all should go, and I think you should bring your saxophone, man. It would be no lack of entertainment. It just sounds great.
And it would be a concert they would be talking about.
It would. I think that's a great idea, and it would sound just like it does on Earth.
It does?
Yeah, because the atmosphere is the same, the pressure is the same, and that's what affects sound. So it sounds just as good as it does here on Earth.
Good to know, cool. Dave.
So what's it? This is big news for everybody coming out. Getting a chance to go to public events. What's it like for you as a performer now, getting a chance to be in front of a live audience again after all this time?
Well, I would say it's weird and wonderful at the same time. I mean, having to deal with protocols, we've been crisscrossing the United States. We started in Florida in June, and then we moved to Alabama and Texas and California. Every state, every municipality has its own rules. But once we get through all of it and get on that stage and start the show and see the faces smiling back at us, that is something that I've missed so much over the last 18 months. And nothing can ever replace that healing power of music. We've done a lot of live streams in the pandemic to keep the connection going with our fans, but getting on stage and seeing them, the way I feel at this point in this tour is as happy as they might be to see us, we are so much happier to see them. It's a great, great feeling.
I love it. And meanwhile, I mean, you kept yourself busy during the pandemic. You recorded 2 albums during that lockdown period.
Well, it was a really interesting thing because every musician was home, sidelined because of of COVID. So you could call anybody, like the greatest musicians in the world, Rosanna, and they would pick up the phone, and I would call somebody and say, "Can you play drums on this song?" And they say, "Can you set it over today?" There was an urgency, and when you got the tracks back, this was a completely virtual album that was made, A New Day, and you got the tracks back from these musicians, and they exploded with this energy, this musical energy. So it was kind of an easy project to put together, even though it sounds like it was hard. We had David Sanborn, my #1 saxophone hero, on it, Brian McKnight, Bob James. We sort of stacked the deck with stars. And then the second one was recorded all live in the studio during the pandemic about a year ago in Minnesota with a guitar player named Corey Wong. That was a collaboration project called The Golden Hour. So it was nice to stay busy recording music because I knew in the beginning of the pandemic what I did was go to my feel-good musical heroes, artists that I knew would make me feel better. So hopefully this music does the same for others.
I love it. Dave, hey, we have a little clip of some of your music. Let's listen and watch. So good. I love this music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to hear more. Dave, are tickets still available for the Palladium on the 18th?
I think tickets are still available. We are so excited to be bringing this tour. This is our last show, by the way, the last big show in New York City, and I haven't even stepped foot in New York City since March of 2020, so I know it's going to be a very heartfelt and very celebratory show. We have 3 of the finest saxophone players with us on this tour. If you like saxophone, this is a tour to come on. Kirk Whalum, Mindy Abair, Vincent Ingala, and yours truly playing all these wonderful songs with an incredible band, so we look forward to hopefully seeing a big crowd out there this coming up Saturday at the Palladium in Times Square.
Sounds fun.
Awesome.
Dave Koz, thank you. Always
Thanks,
fun
Dave.
talking to you.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Meanwhile, there